Greetings, greetings. I hope they can hear it. I think it's one. Peace, family. Dr. Kill. Greetings, greetings, guys. Come on in. Come on in, guys. Let me go ahead and text Dr. Kill and text your brother, sister. Come on in on this one here. Awesome. Hey, Dr. Kill. Awesome, awesome. Greetings, guys. Greetings, 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 greetings. You see this brother right here? This is Brother Bowman. This is Brother Bowman. We got a super excited show for you guys right now. I had to bring this brother on because this is a powerful brother. Even though he and I just met each other, we are actually brothers and family in spirit, and we may even be family as far as in blood because he's from Mississippi. So we got an excited show to talk about, guys, about family restoration, um, about miracles are getting ready to take place, and just preparing our hearts, guys, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, but financially. We're gonna walk in the banks really, really soon and walk out some of the most happiest people ever, guys, with a lot of zeros. Things are getting ready to change. I'm gonna tell you something, man, Brother Bowman. I can recall talking about this day. And a lot of things, guys, some of us may be able to attest to this, man. In 2020, a lot of things, there was a shift that happened, man.
It was the shift.
Guys, how many in 2020 was a shift? I can recall in 2020 when they came out with the Jim Jones juice, you know, and they was trying to they said the word mandate. When I heard the word mandate, for me that meant war. See, the true wars are covert. They're hidden. The wars are waged against people in a covert way that they think is help, but it's really it's not. It's just the opposite of help. And so in 2020, a shift happened with me. That's when I started my campaign of going live on social media, warning the people. Brother, I put some sweat equity into the community, man, to awaken the people up. And this is why I should be respected because I deal with a lot of people not only couldn't do, but wouldn't dare do. Put myself on the line, crying out, sounding my voice like a trumpet, pleading with people not to do it. I was out in the thick of things, man. I was out on the streets, man, running the campaign. I would go get off work on the weekends or when I get off work, man, I was out in the streets. Please, I got videos to go back and show that. So, and many people know that I have done these things. So I have put, brother, the sweat equity into all people in hope that they were able to hear me and make the necessary changes, man. And I mean, brother, I got attacked by it'd be the ones that think they know you. It'd be the ones, from your hometown, you know,
Hmm.
and then, I was attacked, laughed at, talked about, ridiculed, persecuted, all that. And today, here it is, 5 years later, brother Bowman. It went by like that, didn't it, bro?
Hmm. Yep.
It went by like that. And brother Bowman, I think you can speak and say the same thing. That there's a lot of people, for myself, who came against me, talked about me, and laughed at me, and mocked me, and teased me. They're not even here today. It's sad to say. They're not here today. And those that are here today, they're really, really quiet, brother Bowman. It's
You're right
rare.
about that.
They're really, really.
Yep.
I don't. I don't get that feedback and that push. And I knew 5 years ago that me sounding my voice like a trumpet, that the Creator saw me, man. He
Mm-hmm.
saw the deed that I did, and I've been telling people there's no bad deed and there's no good deed that goes unanswered. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. You're a
Yes,
righteous
sir.
brother. There's no bad deed or good deed that goes unanswered, and that the seeds that you plant yesterday are manifesting themselves right now, today.
Yeah,
Hmm?
you're right about that.
And so the seeds that I've planted, that harvest that nobody can see, that I was planting uh, since I was done with my brothers and sisters, what I had was giving out so much of me, the body was pouring back into me, that I had bankrupted myself so much to the point that I had to go into seclusion to find myself, to build myself back up. And everything that I was trying to really, really, really be successful in 3D wasn't happening for me because I wasn't supposed to be successful, tremendously successful in 3D. Because had I been so successful in 3D, I wouldn't be able to accept 5D when it answered me. So right now, to my dear brothers and sisters, we are in 5D, and the righteous are getting ready to rise up so high, man, that it's going to leave a lot of those naysayers baffled. Bubba Bowman, I shared something with you, and you was able to execute that and get it, and you're part of that 1%er because you got that one note that a lot of people don't even know about. But when it's for you, if you don't know, the Creator will send someone to you that know. And if it's for you, you're not going to miss out. Even if you got in right before the door closed, you were meant to get in. And I say,
Yeah.
and we say glory, hallelujah to that, brother.
Hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah.
We say glory,
You're right
hallelujah
about
to that
that.
because what's getting ready to happen in our lives is is a miracle, brother. It's a miracle
Mm-hmm.
because it's getting ready to answer all calls. Money, fiat currency is the root of all evil, but the wealth that we got getting ready, it answers all. It answers all because money in righteous hands answers all, brother. Come on,
The real men coming to the forefront.
yes,
Real
sir,
men and women.
yes,
Yeah.
sir, yes,
The
sir. The righteous one,
matriarchy.
no doubt.
That's
Come on now,
right.
the ones who gonna heal the nation is through us.
That's right.
So the title of the show, guys, and I'd like to get Brother Bowman out. I'm going to get the story out there first before the title. It's about miracles are at hand, and the reason I brought Brother Bowman on, because Brother Bowman and his family, to me, the story had to be shared, guys. And it's a very interesting story how the righteous are finding each other, man, and linking up and supporting each other. It's beautiful. As I've been saying for the past 3.5 years, that it's a beautiful time to be alive when you are connected to the right people and the source being the creator within us. And we see right now. So I brought Brother Bowman on, and he's gonna share with you guys. It's such a beautiful story. Uh, I am so proud of Brother Bowman and his family, and we're gonna meet each other. I am so proud that you guys linked up as a family of brothers and sisters and support each other in getting the foreign currency, having meetings, speaking life into each other. Heard me on the Dr. Kim Pruitt show, and just by fate reached out, not knowing that you would be here today speaking with me, and we're going to meet each other soon and linking up in Mississippi, our stumping ground,
Yes, sir.
and maybe perhaps have a house on the same property
Yes, sir.
that we own, where we grow our own food, have our community, can hug a tree, hold hands, and crowd to the Great Spirit with joy and say, "Thank you, Great Spirit," and live our
Thank
most
you.
amazing life. That's all we can ask for, brother. And deal with each other in a righteous way, and not the way that this beast system taught us how to be toward each other, as being causing chaos in each other, like it being envious and jealous of each other. We, I curse those days,
Hmm.
you know. So, brother Bo,
Ashe.
share with the family on what what started you guys on the journey as a family collectively to start getting the foreign currency, and when did it happen? You know, when did it happen? Okay, and what made you guys want to come together as a family? Who opened you guys up to getting foreign currency? And you can explain that to the take us on that journey, brother.
So a couple, you know, our family, just like every other family, is going through it. And there was a lot of, negative energy in the air. And I saw the separation of our families because there was a lot of infighting. And I said, I have to do something to bring my family back together. And I knew something was coming, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. But it's like the Holy Spirit was telling me, uh, bring your family together. We only got so much time. So in 2023, I got together with my oldest sister, and I said we got to bring the family together. And we came up with a plan on doing Zoom calls once a month. The first Sunday of every month, we'll get together and do a Zoom call just so we can keep in touch with each other, with the nephews, nieces, cousins, whatnot. At first we wanted to do it as a huge, as all of our family get on a Zoom call because we all spread it across the country, and it's very so often we get to see each other and communicate. To keep those bonds, those ties connected. Everybody go off to their own spaces, and they get complacent, and we don't speak. So I wanted to get the family back on speaking terms to where if we have any issues, we can air it out. If there's a success story in the family, we can celebrate together. Whatever the case may be. And so when we finally set it up and everything, and uh, it was like the first day, man. It was we tried to bring the whole family in on it, and some stayed, some didn't. So we made it a intermediate family thing, you know, um, bringing the family together to try to find out what we can do as a family. Whether it's creating businesses, uh, different accomplishments, whatever the case may be. So I finally came up with a plan, like you said before, planting a seed. I said, well, we can't do nothing without money.
No doubt.
And because money is a tool. And I told my family, I said, hey, I think we need to start up a family fund. I was like, just a family savings account to start off. I don't know where this is going. I don't know how much money we gonna acquire over the time, but I said I need to get this family fund started. This was 2 years ago. So long story short, we got the ball rolling and the money's increasing. And, I send out family statements every month, of where the county is now after every month, and we get to 2025. The beginning of this year was amazing because it seemed like that's when all the signs start to reveal themselves. So I've been listening to Dr. Kia Pruitt, and I seen that's where I first saw you, and you guys were talking about private trust and foreign currency and all this, and I've heard it before, but I never really dived into it. Um, and so I wanted to get my family to a point where if something does happen, we'll be ready for it. And so I really harped hard on my family about correcting our status. Right now we with the Federation of Indigenous People. Shout out to Joshua Robinson. That's my brother. He's my spiritual brother. I love him. He's taught me a lot about being indigenous and our sovereign rights. And when I say the brother's sharp, he's sharp. Um, Glad to have him on our team. Uh, so after I addressed this with my family about being indigenous, I got a few yeah, right, they really didn't believe it, because we always thought we was Black African American. No, we're not neither one of those.
No
Um,
doubt.
so we ended up correcting our status, and I got my family on board. I was like, I got stage one complete. I don't know what the next stage is, but it's coming. And so as time went on, we getting into March, April, May, June, you know, we starting to look at land patents because, Joshua's in my ear, our tribal leader, he's in my ear saying, hey man, you gotta look at these land patents, and I'm by myself one time and I'm like, yo, I need to, tonight's the night. I'm gonna start looking up these land
Ooh.
patents, man, on Bureau of Land Management. And so as I'm looking through, I see a James Moman, and that's my great great grandfather. And I'm like, it can't be him. So I'm looking at the county that the lands are in, and I see the same name of the county that he was residencing in on the census. And as I'm tying all this in, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a coincidence, And as I'm researching, further researching, I'm looking at he's at like 5 land patents. I'm like, man, this man got a lot of land. And I see Holmes County, because that's where my people's from, Holmes County, Chula, Mississippi. And as I'm searching through and looking at the land patents and looking at the census, I'm looking at the land patent, I'm looking at the census, and I'm like, that's my great great grandfather. And it was like I got a chill over my body. Like,
Mm,
I know I didn't come across what I just came across. I couldn't believe it myself.
mm.
And these land patents was from 1952 not 1952, 1852 and 1861. So 1852, the 13th president was Milford um, Millard Fillmore, and in 1861, he has 3 land patents signed by Abraham Lincoln. And I'm looking at the land patents and I'm going over them. Man, this man got over 900 acres of land. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I text my sister and I'm like, look at these land patents and, tell me if I'm seeing what I'm seeing. And we putting two and two together, man, everything is lining up. It's like the planets lining up, man. And ever since like 2020. So I finally see the show that you did with Dr. Kia Pruitt. And y'all was going over the private trust and everything, and we've been talking about getting private trust, a family trust, and now everything you were saying started to ring a bell. Like, hey, this is what we've been waiting on. And so you said leave a message to me and email me. And I said I gotta text, I gotta see if this brother responds to me. And so I sent you an email, you responded right back, I think the next day. And when you responded and you said you was gonna call me, I was like, this gotta be divine. And so when you finally called me back and told me you was from Gary, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I'm from Gary. You said, what school you go to? I said, I went to, Voy Elementary and Tolliston for my middle school. I wasn't there for high school, but I had my older sister on the line too. And you said, what school your sister go to? She went to Roosevelt. Her and my second older sister went to Roosevelt. And so that was the end of that conversation. And you told me about the private trust and everything. And we ended up setting it up to where I can get that to you and everything. So later on, I'm telling my other brothers and sisters, like, hey, I got somebody to do the family trust, because I was having my other sister look into it, and she was like, well, let me talk to this person and that person, and you know she was going to look into it on her end. And so I was like, and when I called her, she was telling me about her interaction with the lady for setting up the private trust. And I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I gotta connect. And so she was like, who's your connect? I said, his name is Rodney McGrone. And she was like, Rodney McGrone? She's like, how you know Rodney McGrone? I said, how you know Rodney McGrone? And she was like, me and Junior went to my other brother. She said, we went to school with Rodney. I said, you, huh? She said, yeah, we went to school with Rodney McGrone. You said he from Gary, right? I said, yeah. I said, his people from Mississippi. And so, long story short, man, we was like, all right, we kind of knew that, hey, there's something there. Let's dive deep into this and see what's going on, see where this takes us. And so just that alone, with you guys knowing each other in the past, or knowing of each other in the past, and for us to meet at this exact time, like I said before, we had a conversation before, everything's about timing.
Yeah.
And how everything is lining up, man, I could not have predicted this or saw this coming in any way, form or fashion. So I appreciate you, brother, because you don't have to be doing what you're doing. It's a lot of people that keep this information to themselves, and they say, well, I got mine. They got to. I found out. They got to find out on their own. That's why I love connecting with people with like minds like you. These are spiritual ties that's working. The spirits are working right now, bringing the Most High chosen people together. And I truly believe that, because I've been preaching this to my family for the longest. And to see everything coming to fruition like it is, man, it's divine intervention.
No doubt.
The spirits are definitely working right now. And after we had that conversation about, you gave me your contact to the banknotes and whatnot. And I was like, if it's for me, it's for me. I said, we done spent 2 years building up this family fund. And I said, Rodney, I said, Chief Mac, I said, this is meant to be, because why else would we be saving up this money, and for this to happen at this point in time? Man, words can't explain the impact that you just had on my family.
Glory, hallelujah.
Hallelujah to the Most High. Words cannot explain what you just did for my family. I appreciate you so much because we've always felt that the Most High had his arms around our family.
Mm.
And for things to happen the way they happen, brother, I just don't have any words for it. But I thank you. I thank you. You took time to, because we all got pieces of the puzzle that we put together. You got a piece of the puzzle. I got a piece of the puzzle. Everybody got a piece of the puzzle they bring in. Nobody knows it all.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you. I wouldn't found you without listening to Kia Pruitt. I listen to her, and and I see you on there, and everything that you said resonates with me. Cause I'm like, you sound like me, you know?
Yeah.
And when telling me about the banknotes and everything, you was telling us about the Hungarian and, and when I called him, he said he only had one left. And I was like, give it to me. I got it. And I called my sister and I said, hey, I got it. He had one left. She said, no, I got one too. I said, huh? I said, how'd you get one? He said he only got one left. No, she said, I just talked to him. He said he had two left. He actually had two left. He found two. So she ended up snatching one up. And I called my older sister because she really wanted one too. And I said, Faye, I said they out of it. And she was like, no. She hurried up and got off the phone with me, and whatever she said to him, he found another one. And he ended up sending it to her. So yeah, we ready to set up this private trust, man. Like I said, words can't express how deep of an impact you just had on our family, brother. And the work you doing is you gonna be rewarded.
That's right.
Trust me when I tell you that. You are truly blessed, you and your family,
Thank you.
because when we get this land, when we're in the process right now getting our land. When we get this land, brother, like I told my family, it doesn't stop. The challenges don't stop. We got kids we got to take care of. These kids in the inner cities, they killing themselves and they don't even know it. They don't even know who they are. And that's one of the main goals is to fix my family and get these children and these babies in a safe place to where they can grow in a healthy environment, learn in a healthy environment. And we don't feel like when we graduate from high school that we just released to the world not knowing what we're going to do in life. We need to be around our own people, man. And I preach this to my family up and down, in and out. We got to take care of these babies because they're the next generation. None of this is ours. It always belongs to the children. None of this is ours. And if we don't make a safe space for them, who gonna do it? If this is the time and the golden age that we coming into, please believe we are the generation to do it. I'm an 85 baby. And we all know what took place in the 80s. They tried to take us out.
Mm-hmm.
But we here. We here. We made it through that. Nobody on this planet has a story like us. The 60s, 70s, and 80s, baby, they hit different. We are the generation to change everything. So
No.
all honors to you, man, because what you're doing is divine. And I want you to know that. The chosen ones recognize each other.
Yeah.
And like I told my family all the time, the Avengers are assembling. We come together.
Little do folks realize, brother, I'm I'm really not into doing. We did a conference call with your family. Was that
Hmm.
Telegram or what's one was that? What's app was that?
That was Zoom call.
Yeah, I think asked would I do a Zoom, and I said, well, I'll go ahead and do an exception. I'll do that for you guys. It was a family, and I felt how, and I actually came in late because I wasn't expecting on being on that with you guys because I had this, the workload out here. But I ended up jumping on. I ended
Hmm.
up hitting you up, say, man, if y'all still doing it, get me on there.
Yeah,
I came on there, man, and just talked, man. We talked, and I was able to help you guys make an executive decision. It was a very informative meeting of the mind with the family. And I think after that meeting right there, got us to where we are today, you know.
yep,
And I want to say that I am so proud of the Bowman family that no other race of people are affected by the generational curses of family separation like we are. It permeates in our community so bad, and that's part of the generational curse that needs to be broken because as a people, and it's not just I got white folks, Africans, Chinese folks. I got love for all people based on your vibrations. It's not a color thing. Because I've never seen a black man and a white man. You know, it's all about the status. But anybody that operate on a certain frequencies, what I deal with. But we have to answer the call for our people. We need healing as a people. We need to be healed because
definitely.
we're so we're so damaged. And this healing, once we can heal as a people, then it'll definitely help the world be a better place because we want to put a stop to uh, robbing, the murders, on these streets. Our young men, our young brothers and sisters, brothers out on the streets selling dope. Our young brothers out there boosting to make money. Because just yesterday,
Exactly.
I had a young man was one came up to me, wanted to boost me some merchandise that he had, you know, gotten other than paying for it. So I talked to the brother, young man. He called me OG. As a matter of fact, he just texted me a few hours ago, said OG. I'm an OG. I accept that. I said, young guy. I looked at him. I said, can you handle being a millionaire before the year's out? He said, man, that seems impossible, but if I can, man, I can handle it. I said, get your phone now, take my number down. I said, I got that opportunity for you. He said, OG. He said, man, if you can make that happen for me, man. He said, because I don't want to keep on doing this right here to feed my family. He said, I don't want to. He said, if you can put me in position to take me out of this right here, I'm indebted to you, man. I got another young man just yesterday. I was getting my hair cut. I ended up paying for his haircut, and the amount of respect these young boys have me. He called me sir, OG. These young men don't play about me, and that's a gift that I have. Being that we're from Gary, Indiana, and I've seen the things that I've seen. It could have been shot, killed. We are battleproof, Brother Bowman. You know that. We're battleproof.
Yes, sir.
So when people tell lies on me or come against me like that, they're not even on my level because I don't go back and forth with people. I don't go back and forth because I know that my rise, my shine is going to move way past any lie that you can tell me. I know I'm a righteous man. And so I got some beautiful things happening in my life, and I'm just out here, man, just trying to save humanity, which we are supposed to do. We are the Christ conscious.
That's right.
The Creator is within us to go out there and save the nations, man. And with this wealth
Definitely.
transfer, whether you white, black, green, purple, a rainbow color, whatever color you are, let your vibration be high enough where you can go out here and help the nation. Because this ain't got nothing to do with a religion or with a so-called color, creed, ethnic, or whatever your persuasion is. It got shit to do with that. If you get this wealth, it's going to come with such an abundance so that you'll be able to go out there and heal the nations, man. I'm not interested in anything nobody else got to say or doing. I'm interested in, we have tunnel vision. We got work to do, guys. Roll our sleeves up. Give two right asses about what the next man or woman is saying. We got an inheritance coming to us, man. Don't give a damn about what this person's saying about you or what that person's saying about you, because eventually these people are going to look like fools for lying on you. Because you know a righteous man when I see one, and I know a righteous man when I see one. Iron sharpens iron. But when you
That's right.
sharing and looking real good like that, then you're gonna just know that anytime you come on these social media platforms like that, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that's envious
Hmm.
and jealous. That comes along with the territory. But I know that I'm a righteous brother, and I'm doing what I've been doing. I haven't changed up. I'll be able to do it we'll be able to do what we're doing, and people that are listening to it, we'll be able to do the things that was already in us on a grander scale.
Hmm.
So the Creator, He trusted us with that seed, the small seed we had, and that harvest, man, right now, the harvest is coming for the righteous. It's about to
Definitely.
be bountiful, bountiful. Everything that was stolen from the righteous is going to be given back with interest on top of it. Come on, man.
Yes, it
That's what's getting
is.
ready to happen. That's what's getting ready to happen. And ain't nothing that can stop that. If you try to get in the way of it, you won't get your ass ran over.
That's right.
Righteousness is prevailing in the world. And so anybody out there spewing lies and you are stuck in pride and ego. That's what the adversary operated. And that's why the adversary lost connection with the great spirit, the most high, forever. They don't have an opportunity to make it on the other side of the firmament.
Hmm.
Because what they did in the kingdom, there's no forgiveness for it. So earth, they were cast down too. And they will always be here because earth has been their prison planet, and they have managed to turn earth into their heaven and made their heaven our hell because their leadership, the whole government in the world is under the leadership of this beast system. I know that. And so we are the angels that have been sent down here with the creator within us to turn our earth back into our heaven. As it is above, so it is below. And that's
I'm
our
glad that
job.
you said that.
It's our job to turn our earth that was given to us back into our heaven because they made it their heaven, and if it's their heaven, it's our hell. So we have the opposite, and this is how serious this is. So for people out there still operating in a lower vibrational way, and you're doing things that the adversary's doing, that's causing strife, that's causing chaos, causing confusion, lies, deceit, deception, your day is coming. That's the principle to this shit. I get it. One thing I would never do is tell a lie on somebody. Okay then? And I wanted to put my life on the line if I'm out here scamming and telling lies on people. So if anybody
Right.
say some things about somebody, I bet you won't put your life on the line. You know why you won't do that? Because it'll bring death to you because you had lies in your tongue about me and the righteous. Put your life on the line about what you got to say about me. I'm a real G. That's Jet Gary and a bread. We don't have to lie. We're battleproof. And I bet you won't put your life on the line with that wicked tongue you have. And that wicked tongue, if you don't repent, and I don't say this in a religious way, if you don't repent and turn from your nasty, wicked ways, and stop being that little bitty boy or that little bitty girl that that feel like you gotta tell lies on people so that you feel better, so that you feel relevant. Now's not the time to do that. You have an opportunity to repent, turn from your wicked ways. And if you have trespass against your brother and sister, you better get that shit right. See, I'm glad that I have enough
Yeah.
humility in my heart to know if I trespass against my brother and sister to try to reach out to them and find out what the problem is. Because that's what real grown ass folks do. But if you ain't
That's right.
you got a lot of people with grown bodies, but still got a little bitty girl in there And that a little bitty boy in that body, in that brain, it's a little boy that's trapped into that hurt, that's trapped into being the victim. And they feel like they got to swing and tell lies on folks because real grown folks in spirit, heart, mind, and soul, we come together and we hash it out and we move forward in a righteous way. And I'm a righteous brother. And that's the way you're supposed to handle things. And let's get on to righteousness. Let's get this inheritance and let's start healing the nations. And I don't have time for anything else but that.
Yep.
And so the righteous have
I'm
found
with
each
you.
other. So you and I, we are on the phone today. Everything manifested itself. We found each other. We recognize two righteous men. We're rolling. We're ready to roll our sleeves up and put some sweat equity into the community. And now we have a vehicle to do that because it takes wealth to do these things. You can't
Exactly.
work. You can't work. You can't be working a 9 to 5 job to do this. You can't be stressing about paying bills to do this. You need freedom,
That's right.
financial freedom, so that you can take care of the ones you love and take care of your immediate self, so that when you go out to travel the world, travel America, you know your mind is clear because everything is paid for. We don't do mortgages over here because mortgage means death pledge. We gonna pay it all and we gonna own nothing but control it all in trust. We're gonna move in trust for each other. We're gonna link up together and we're gonna put our money together with our foundation with the 508c18 irrevocable trust, which is the foundation. And we're gonna put 5 or 10 or 15 million on it. And we're gonna start snatching up some of these ancient Tartarian buildings. And we're gonna make them schools. We're gonna make them music schools. We're gonna make them teaching people how to do things like carpentry, landscaping, art, real things, home ec like
Yep.
back then. And we're gonna teach the children the truth. Agriculture. That's what the agro-tech for is short for agriculture. How to farm.
That's right.
These are things that our great, great, great parents, all of them had farms. We fed our own self. And we ate an animal. We knew how it was raised. We had the tree. We shopping for things that 100 years ago was grew out in the field. We're gonna turn this world back upside right, and we're gonna flip it right back to where it needs to be. And we're gonna let the people know that America is the true East. That
Ashe.
she is up in Lower Egypt. That she is Jerusalem, Morocco. She is the ancient land that rose out of the water, the first land. That's why they call her Turtle Island. Because the turtle is the oldest land animal known to man. And she rose up out of that after the great flood before any other land. So she is the ancient land, my brother.
That's
And
right.
everything started here in Timerica. And when the
Yep.
other lands came out the flood, they were younger than America. And when America, this landmass rose up out the floods, we sprung up with her, which make
Hmm.
us the ancient people.
The
We are the
beautiful
first
land.
people. We are the first people ever on the earth after the major reset happened. Hmm? We are. And when the other landmass finally came up out of the water, because the waters, they start draining slowly. And when they drain slowly, the highest land mass in the world is Timerica, because she came out the waters first. And then she
Mount
started,
Olympus.
so, so, so when she started draining even more, then Africa showed up, Australia showed up, Asia showed up. And people went from America and started going to those other lands because every place on the planet, in the beginning stages, was only melanated people. Am I teaching? Every landmass, the further you dig down, it's going to be so-called, what you call so-called black people on every landmass. And at one point in time, Chief Max going to tell you the truth. On In the beginning of creation, there were only melanated people throughout the whole world. Period. You don't get the truth, brothers and sisters, over here with Chief Man. If you still want to know the truth. The original Asiatics were melanated. The original Russians were melanated. The original Australians were melanated. Huh? Am I preaching? Oh, the whole planet was melanated. Okay? And we lost our way because of envy, malice, and jealousy. To the point we got the black nobility, the ruling hand behind the Ku Klux Klan. The KKK is actually 11-11-11. Stand for the 33 degrees Freemason, which hides them. I done found you guys. That's why the Eastern Stars call themselves the Eastern Stars, so that's let you know that America is the East. Okay? This is the East. And we are those so-called those Egyptians. We are. So that's the truth. And I know this. So I can't do no evil or wrong because I know too much. And when you have the understanding, or overstanding that I do, you can't operate in a lower vibrational way because you know that what you do comes back on you. And not only will it come back on you, you will curse your whole seed line.
That's right.
And I'm not willing to cause my seed line to be cursed based on something I do today. What we have the opportunity to do, and this goes for Indian and all people, no matter what so-called color or creed you are, what we're doing today is so important that we have the opportunity to bring righteousness to our great, great, great grandchildren in trust. What we do today. And that you got to have a peanut man. See, I know this. So I'm operating in trust. And I got to teach my seed lines. And I'm going to get my brothers and sisters, which I bought foreign currencies for my brothers and sisters. I did that. And I bought foreign currencies for other people who don't even know I did it. Because when it happens, I got some people I'm going to be calling. Say, come on, brother. I know you've been having it hard. I got a gift for you, brother. There you go. You get a card. You get a card. You get a card.
Right.
So when you put your mouth on me, you're going to look like a sucker because I'm only doing what was in me that created trust in me to do this. The wild people that's running their damn mouth ain't doing none of what I'm doing because to run your damn mouth, a loose lip sink ship. Trust me on that. You got 2 ears and 1 power hole. You got to know how to shut that sucker up because he's going to sink your ass. And that's what people don't realize that I understand things. I'm emotionally mature. So I'm already playing. I got one brother, this guy I've been on for a while. The brother having a hard time on the streets, man. I realized he's on the street. And that brother right there, he won't be on the streets much longer. I know this. I see things. And I care about this brother. I've been on him for a while. And I had some people lie to this brother saying that I was putting this information out there. They lied. They're going to get judged for that. But I got some foreign currency for this brother. When it happens, I'm going to reach out to him, say, brother, the days of hardship on the streets are done. I'm going to feel good to do that. That because of my righteousness and what I did, this brother is going to be a millionaire because of what I've done. I've done it for a lot of people. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that I've looked out for and take care of. And I can guarantee you, people that burn their damn mouth ain't doing none of this. None of it. And you will be judged for that. When you put your mouth on people like me, you, people who are doing things like that, you're going to have to pay that debt. And when you're doing things that think that you can try to stop people progressing, you can't stop it because it ain't us you're trying to stop. It's that power, that source behind us that's been the driving force all the time. And that's going against the dangerous, you're going against the dangerous power. Because it ain't us, brother. And it's not you guys. I want to just say that I thank you guys for listening to us. Thank you guys for accepting me. I thank you guys for having the patience for me. That I'm not a perfect man, but I'm a righteous man. It took a lot of hurt and pain for me to get to where I am today. It didn't come easy. I was born in Gary, Indiana, murder capital, in the 80s when that military operation was put on every inner city in America to destroy, and it did destroy us. But we rose like the Falcon, the Phoenix.
Right. The Phoenix.
We rose like the Phoenix. And that's happening right now. We are that Phoenix. that metaphor of rising up again. That all that was done to us in the late 70s and 80s, when they built the prison penal system. Then they said we got this crack cocaine, and they ran test runs to the prison system on our people to show that how this would destroy our family. And they had other people that watched that, and they were able to make an investment in the penal system because they were going to get a high return on investing in the prison system because the crack cocaine was the biggest military operation against our people to tap into our states, my brother. Because when you go to prison, they become the fiduciaries over that estate, where you're paying room and board to be in that prison from your state. And the whole world is running off our brothers and sisters in this prison system. And I don't want that anymore, brother. I'm a deep thinker. I'm a very intelligent man, beyond. And when I talk, I see things. I don't have time for no bullshit. It pisses me off when I see people still angry and jealous of me going back and lying on each other like that when my understanding got me tremendous overstanding because I see, and you are a selfish bastard to still be going back and forth with each other. You are a selfish prick. Come out of it. We got work to do. We got brothers and sisters in prison for nothing. They steady creating laws for us to break so you can go to jail so they can be the fiduciary, not only the fiduciary over your estate, but over your spiritual state. I don't want that for me or nobody. My overstanding is deep and bad. I'm an empath and I hurt when I see these things. When I see these young brothers out here don't have a job, out here selling this poison weed to our people, stealing it and robbing people to pay Paul because the job they get is not going to even pay the bill. The job you got is barely enough for you to eat and put gas in the car to get back and forth. You barely can even afford to stay where you're staying. And that's causing a division between the parents. But the mom said, well, I'm just going to act low down and low vibrational to this man that I had this child because the system would take care of me better than what he can. So it causes our women to become kryptonite to us. So much to the point that the system will give more benefits and jobs and education to our women and raise them up to the point they leave our man behind, say, become a career woman. So family is not important to us anymore. But family is what and how we're going to come out of it. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what I'm interested in doing. And I'm interested in getting together with anybody, whether you're white, African, as long as your vibrations are high, we can work together. We can work together. This ain't no black and white thing. Because black and white don't exist. Black and white is a status. Okay. So
That's right.
I got plenty of white, people that we go on the phone, we cry, and they just so happy. You guys deserve to be happy too. All people deserve to be happy. You have a family, you want to feed your family. You don't want the wife are out there working jobs and slaving too. So it's all people, not just so-called black people, but but no mistake, know that we are the ancient people of the world. We are royalty in this world. We are those chosen people in this world. And those that really take care of us, you're being watched. And those that come against us, you're being watched and you would be judged for that. No mistakes about that. There's a reason why we as a people hurt and go through more things than any other race of people in this world. Because when you are the diamond and the apple of the creator's face, you're going to go through hell in a world that's been turned over to the enemy. Because the enemy has a perpetual hatred against those angels on earth who don't even know who they are. It's about to get serious out here. It's about to go back to where it should be. And if your heart is not right, or your frequency is not right, you're going to take your own stuff out of here. Mess around to get this wealth right here, and your heart is not right, and watch what happens to you. You're being watched. So this is serious. Brother Bowman and the people here, we're getting really, really close to this thing breaking. We're getting really, really close to going inside the bank and coming out there a new man, a new woman. And you can't go back to being that same man and woman. Some of us are going to need to get a security team. We're going to roll our sleeves up, man, and it's going to be crazy. This is history, guys, that's happening. We're going to go down in history because so many people don't believe this is possible. So many people are so indoctrinated that they believe that the only way that they can be successful is to go to school for the 8, 10 years, become $200,000 to $300,000 in debt, to $500,000 in debt for a job that may not even be there because they've been offshore. And you have to get a job at something that you didn't even go to school for because they didn't offshore their job. They lied to you. They played you. And they pulled the money out your state and paid for your education and got you paying 100% interest on something that was already paid for already. But you're smart? No. Your education is indoctrination. I don't want that for my family. Education and religion are indoctrination. I'm sorry to tell you that. I don't want that for me and my family. You shouldn't want it for either you or your family. Brother Bowman, I know he don't want that for his family. His family collectively as a whole are changing the dynamics of. Then they did their genealogy, the brothers tapped in, and they found out the truth. And the truth is, no, we didn't come here on no slave ship. That was the whole thing was made up.
Not at
No, we did
all.
not. That we had always been here in America, Thai America, and we are the original.
Landowners.
Yes, because the genealogy. So anybody in the Hebrew Israelite doctrine you've been lied to, this is your home right here. They're trying to get you to leave here and go over to Africa so you will know that your inheritance is here. It's in the land. And nothing trumps a land patch. Nothing. Not even a trust.
Nothing.
Trust. Nothing. You can have a trust on that land right there, and that land patch will say, get that shit out of here.
That's right.
I know what I'm talking about. Nothing trumps a land patch. So if you own somebody's land that did that, that these so I won't say if you have a trust in that. And because the land passed by our parents, our great great grandparents. They did that. Now
That's why we was farmers.
the sleeping giants are waking up. The dry bones are coming back together. It's a beautiful thing. If you had land that was stolen from you, you would want to get that land back. It's from any and all people. You would want that for yourself. So we don't feel funded if we want it back for ourselves. It's our inheritance, guys. It's what's owed to us. It's what our forefathers had put into trust for us to wake up one day and realize that and claim what belongs to us. And I said, glory, hallelujah to that. It's the righteous thing. So we don't have time to be going back and forth with each other. Um, like I said, all people will be able to go to the bank soon. There's some things that are happening right now where all the stages are set. All the CBI left out an article about how to, go about, taking your foreign currency to the bank. So a lot of things are coming out, man. I just hope that those few people that I have gave a number to get some foreign currency that they get it. I was able to gift a brother yesterday. I spent $400 to get this brother some foreign currency. The brother said, "Man, I got 14 children." I said, "What?" At first, I was going to loan him $200. I said, "No." He said, "Man, I get paid Monday." I said, "Brother, Monday it may be too late." He said, "Man, thanks for doing what you're doing." He said, "I got 14." I said, "You got what?" He said, "I got 14." I said, "Brother, I hope you tied your tools, man, but you got 14 children?" I said, "Man, say no more." I I said, "I'm gonna go ahead and purchase the currency for you, man, because tomorrow may not come. You may not be able to get it tomorrow, Sunday or Monday. It may happen, and I don't want to take that chance." I say, "Your children call me uncle. They got a brand new uncle, and I want your children to be able to He said, man, all the best, the thing I want is be able to bring all my children together in one house. I said, brother, consider it done. You better get your 8 bedroom house, man. And you got, he said, I got 2 sets of twins. But it just made me feel good to be able to do that and have the means to do that. And I did that for that brother. And that brother's eternally grateful for me. So I got some other people that I'm trying to get on before that gate shuts, and they miss out on it. But guys, I just want to thanks for listening, guys. I had to bring Brother Bowman, and I'm gonna tell you something. Brother Bowman and I talked, being that he's from the Mississippi, and my family and his family are like in the same areas of the Mississippi. A lot of us are gonna find out that we're related to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find out that we're related, even though if it's first, second, or third cousin removed. You're gonna find out. I can guarantee. And Brother Bowman, we're gonna when you do that family genealogy, you're gonna see that tree. And the beautiful thing about this right happening is a lot of us are gonna find out that we see we were brothers and sisters, and we started populating amongst each other. And that tree start growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And when we do that family genealogy, what we're doing, we'll reverse it and we're going back up, 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 up. And we're gonna start seeing that as we go up, we're gonna see these branches of our family. We have our great grandfather could have been cousins or even brothers. We're gonna see that.
Yep.
And this is
Yep.
why I say, well, we have to be careful and how we treat each other because we are family and we found each other. And when we do that genealogy right there, we're gonna find out. I can guarantee you guys that we're gonna find out they were cousins, and that's why we have to be careful. And that's why the ancestors are looking in and say, guys, let's do better. And the information that's coming out today is really waking us up to the point that we're acting righteous toward each other because we are finding each other right now. We stuck. You my brother for life, man,
That's right.
for life.
That's right. We
We find
connected.
good. Yeah, we connected, and that's the beauty about it. That's the beauty about it. That the righteous are finding each other. I got another Hispanic Puerto Rican brother. We locked in. The righteous are found each other. It's not about color or creed. It's about a righteous mind. It's about those vibrations, man. So that's the beauty about it, man. And I'm excited about that. So I'm in the gym working out, exercising, working on my health. I feel great. I'm just, I'm all throughout the day. I'm saying glory, hallelujah, praise you, because I'm grateful, brother. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You don't want to know, but I've seen the type of stuff I've seen, the death I've seen over the past 5 years, growing up and been hungry, not having food to eat, growing up in a house with about 14, 50 people, know what it is to be hurt by the very people that were supposed to protecting you and made it through that. You know, have guns put to you and everything moving in slow motion, man, and been through stuff like that. And I'm still here today. That don't look like what I've been through, man. I am for eternal grateful to the ancestors of the Most High. So I don't have time to be fucking around causing chaos, man. I'm grateful, man. And I'll be, and you as well, will be set up in a capacity that we never thought that could happen, but it's getting ready to happen, is it, bro?
That's right. That's
It's getting
right.
ready to happen.
Tulsa,
So,
Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma wasn't built by one family. Tulsa, Oklahoma was built by several families that came together and decided we're gonna build this city.
yeah, that was
So do
all
your
over.
genealogy, people. Yes, sir. Do your genealogy, people, because the further you go back, you gonna see your family members was farmers. Farmers were the cornerstone of civilization. Nothing comes before the farmers. We are the land guardians, the landowners.
No doubt.
Don't let nobody tell you different. This our land. We come to reclaim it.
That's just what it is. And we coming to reclaim
And
what's ours. And I will do it eventually do a show about the genealogy. And I want to talk to the brothers
mhm.
that you brought his name up earlier. He and I, we're going to talk. And it's already happened already. I'm gonna put something out there to people. The, the state of Georgia, where the Most High, the Great Spirit led me to the state of Georgia. I'm gonna let you guys know something about Georgia. Georgia is the first state in America that has gone back to being a country. Georgia. This is the original Georgia. Atlanta is Atlantis. Okay. And it has gone back to the Negroes, the state of Georgia. And this is what's a trend that's getting ready to happen because I've been saying for a long time before all these Johnny come late, these content creators, I've been saying this stuff for the past 8, 9, 10 years. That America is a continent, not a country. The United States Corporation came here and consolidated the country and turned them to states. But why do you think each state has its own flag and sometimes have their own rules? It's because each state is a country, and Georgia, where I am, has the first state to going back to being a country, and it has been turned back over to the indigenous so-called black people. Now you know.
It's funny. I'm glad you said that because my father line from Mississippi and my mother line is from Georgia.
Wow.
So, brother, we definitely connected to the land. I haven't. I see the Bureau of Land Management does not have the records digitized in Georgia, except for one county. So you actually have to go to Georgia to that town where that's why it's important for you to do your genealogy. So you have to go to that town that they resided in the 1800s, early 1900s, and look at those land records. But I guarantee you, you're gonna find your great great grandparents own hundreds of acres of land.
And the thing about that, if they have a Mercedes dealership on that land, guess what? Mercedes got to pay you.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. You're right about that.
Or even tear it down, but I don't want to tear it down. You already got a
No,
well-oiled
no, you
machine.
the landlords.
You got
Yes,
you
sir.
got to be the
That's right.
landlord. You got a well-oiled machine making money right there. I'll just take
That's right.
I'll just take 10 million a month. That's all.
That's right. That's
all.
right.
And this is what's going to happen, guys. So as a melanated people stop going against each other, guys, we got next, you know. And the beautiful thing about us is we don't care. We want righteousness and fairness amongst all people. We're not bad people, but we want what's rightfully ours. We coming back forward.
That's right.
And anybody should want that. Anybody would want what's rightfully yours. You would want that back, and that's what's going to happen. Coming sooner than later. That I'm coming after mine. Yeah. And some of the land that we're gonna get, you'll find out me and you, we're gonna be intertwined in some land. It's gonna
That's
happen.
right.
We're gonna find this out. So for those of you, I will eventually come back with the brothers and sisters about genealogy and bring somebody to talk about genealogy because now that what was hidden in the darkness is going to reveal itself to light.
That's right.
Don't be surprised if you mess around and see one of these giant titans walking the earth and make somebody's heart fail them. Don't be surprised when those giants wake up. And those of you who've been acting low down and unrighteous, be met with a force that's gonna make your heart bust open. Don't play around. We live in a whole different world right now. It ain't the same. It's a whole new world.
Say it again.
It's a whole new world, man. And folks are still
That's
operating
right.
in that lower vibrational world. But all you gotta do is step over into abundance and get rid of the hate, the envy, malice, and jealousy of your heart, and manifest your wildest imagination from your mouth so that you can be a gift to the people who need you most that don't even know they need you. I know this. And that's why things are happening. So I'm meeting all the right people. So I'm excited about that. But guys, Brother Bowman, I want to thank you, man, for gracing your presence, man. You and your beautiful family. I just felt so good to be in contact with some people from our own hometown. Because there's very few people in our hometown that even think they think this is
That's
family.
right.
I
Yep.
just tried to share with a sister that I graduated from high school. And I called up and said, I love you, sister, I don't want to leave you behind. I said, once you get some foreign currency, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll even front you the money and give it to you to get some. She didn't reach back. She said, well, I need more information. I've been scammed before. I said, she just missed the whole point. I said, I'm going to give you $300 to get you some foreign currency. If you text me back and say, I just need some more information. I said, sister, you on your own from here on out. She couldn't get it,
Our
man.
people have been scammed. Our people have been scammed so much, and this is the fear that they injected into us. to the point where we're scared to trust our own people.
Yeah.
I don't want that fear no more. I want to be able to trust my brother. Even if I never met him before. I never met you before, Chief Mac, but I trust you. That's what my spirit told me. That's why we connected. Everything happens for a reason. And I trust you, brother.
It's a beautiful
I
thing,
trust
guys.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. And I've done the trust for the whole family.
That's right.
I've done the trust
That's
for the
right.
whole family. We talk. The family's excited. I'm excited for the family. The whole family will be invited out to the event that I'm going to be having. But we're going to shake up. We're going to hold hands. We're going to cry together. And we're going to roll our sleeves and
That's
get ready to
right.
happen. Yeah.
That's
But
right.
before then, we're going to eat good. We're going to ride up in our Rolls Royce or Bentley, whichever one. You know, walk the blue
Tell you
carpet.
right.
We're gonna dance. We're gonna eat good. Then we're gonna roll our sleeves up, man. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be the new 1% in that room. We're gonna roll our sleeves up. We're gonna network with each other. You know, and
That's
righteous
right.
only righteous people would be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, only righteous people would be invited. I don't want nobody because I don't want to have to. My hands still work. I can try Jesus, but don't try me. So I'm I'm done with the lower vibration stuff. I just want to, man. Life is short, man. Life can be a
It is.
vacation. It's way too
It
short.
is.
And little do people know it, that is the destiny. That's the that's the curse that's keeping you from going over to overflow. See,
Hmm.
we have been tested to see if we can become the victor over being the victim. Because all of us at one point in our lives have been a victim before. In fact,
That's right.
we were sent down to a lower realm to go through some hell to see if we can make it back out of that hell. And those of us who go through that hell and make it back and decide to become the victor over being the victim and get rid of that heaviness of envy, malice, jealousy, hate out your heart. Those of us who can do that, you're gonna get your wings. You're gonna make it on the other side of the firmament, where it's limited, where you don't have these bodies that need food, air, and water, because the sun is gonna be that food for us,
Hmm.
and we can fly, take off, and become whatever we want to be. I want that body again.
That's
that that
right.
that limited body who don't need dead meat and dead poison food. That no
Mm-mm.
earthly realm who can come inside the firmament and can go outside of the firmament again. And the waters on the other side. Powerful being. I want that back again. I want to get back to that. And how do I get back to that? Mind of the business that pays me. Get rid of the envy, jealous, malice, and hate out my heart, so that my heart can be light as a feather. Repent and turn away from the wicked ways. But no man is perfect. But these are the steps that's necessary to make it past the firmament. It's necessary. And I'm proud to say I can feel you and myself that the ancestors and the Great Spirit are pleased with me. Can you say that? Can anybody say that about yourself? That your family, your ancestors, the Most High, the Great Spirit, everything we're doing is being recorded, it's being watched and written down. Are you doing things where you're pleasing to your family? And if you're not, I advise you to change it up. If you're a hater and you low down, you still have an opportunity to clean it up. Redemption is for everybody. If you're breathing and you're righteous, it's for everybody. If you turn from your wicked ways, it's here. So I'd say that. But I just want to thank you guys, my brother Bowman. You and I, of course, we'll be talking again. I want to talk to the brothers you brought up earlier. I've also changed my status. I did a status correction, first $50 education from the state and federal. Got my diplomatic passport. Uh, I did the. I got some other powerful things I won't say. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. I've done
Yeah.
things. I got I'm set up in a powerful capacity. Um, but I ended all contract with this beast system. I brought myself from minor to the age of majority. I've ended all contract with the beast system, 20 different of them, man, and let them know that I am the rightful owner of that estate. That I'm not that straw man that you created. That I am uppercase, lowercase, man, and not that all caps thing. I'm no corpse. I'm alive and breathing, and I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you the end all contract. I am my own government. I don't need to be government. My mind don't need to be controlled.
Hmm.
That the only person I answer to is the Great Spirit, because He resides in me, for me to be my savior and salvation out of it when I operate in a righteous way. So I don't need no government. I'm my own government. I'm an emperor, a God in flesh who know who I am. I don't believe it. I'm a powerful, and all God means is an entity of power. I'm an entity of power. Why? Because I can speak things and it manifests itself. And that anything that's come against me, I can speak that ancient language at nighttime at 3 o'clock in the morning and send it back your way. Keep on playing games and find out for real. Because when you clean your heart up, when you cry out to the Great Spirit, He answers the call. He answers. So there's no punch about it. We are serious, man. We got men, we got to roll our sleeves up, and we got to get out here so the women can be women. And we got to go out here, we got to clean shit
Right.
up. Any man that's on social media crying and moaning like a baby, put your damn drawers up, man, and stop crying. Stop bitching
That's
on
right.
social media about other men. Stop doing that. That's girly. Stop being jealous of other men. Those things that women do. Put your damn pants up, bro. You got greatness in you. Stop hating on the next man. Put your damn pants up if you are a man. And roll those damn sleeves up and stop crying and get out here and save somebody, man. Stop hating on people, man, because your lives ain't gonna work. You got real men right here. I'm out in these streets. Matter of fact, I'm about to go clothe and feed the homeless tomorrow. I'm not out here jealous of nobody. Roll your sleeves up, men. Roll your sleeves. We built and we made to go out there and and protect our children and protect the women. That's why the Creator made us big and rugged. I'm built to bring pain on somebody if I have to. I'm 250 pounds with hands like lunchboxes. I can hurt somebody bad if I decide to. I'm a loving man, a kind man, but if you try me, I will fold you up with a pair of church socks on. I'm fierce, brother, but I'm a loving heart. But ain't no punks with true soldiers of the Great Spirit. We ain't no punks out here. And I also
That's
know
right.
enough to know not to be gaslighted by a lie that's told on me, because I understand that the monitoring spirits are traveling in people to try to gaslight the righteous out of their inheritance. And it just ain't gonna happen with me. I'm that smart. So, man, roll your sleeves up. Let's get out here and put some sweat equity into the community. Our children need us. You got babies walking to school, 8, 9, 10 years old. They don't need to be walking to school by themselves.
That's right.
I want to be to put a community of men and women out on the streets and pay them to make sure that these children are get from point A to point B to stop this trafficking, man. Huh? That's what I want to fucking do. So if you ain't talking about that, shut up. Shut up. Stop this hate on social media. Shut your damn mouth up. Put your roll your sleeves up. And let's watch these children. I don't like when I'm driving my car and I see it. I saw the little girl. She had to be at least like 10 or 11, and they all holding hands. She just maybe 10. The little boy was 7, and a 6-year-old brother. She got to be mama, and she was walking them. They were holding hands, walking them home from school all by themselves. That broke my heart when I saw that, man. It broke me, man. That little 8 to 10-year-old girl had to be mama, because mama probably had to out to work a job, and she walked with her two brothers holding hands, and she's mature enough to say, "I got to hold their hand and walk them home." I, I got to put a stop to that. So I am prepared to, like I say, to my foundation, is put brothers and sisters and post them in these inner cities and making sure that these children have a safe way when they get off these buses, that they are being watched. To bring
That's
awareness
right.
to this trafficking. These hotels are in on the trafficking. That's what we need to be talking about. Running your damn mouth about this person, that person. Talk about how to save and protect our children and our women. Hmm? That's what I'm about right there. And that's what needs to be done. And it will be done. It will be done. So that's what. So, guys, I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. I appreciate you guys for listen to my brother Bowman and my show. Appreciate you, brother Bowman, coming on with me, the Bowman family. We locked up,
Appreciate
Bowman
you.
family. We locked up together. We'll get a chance to meet in person. And I'm going to continue to bring you good content. I'm pretty sure this won't be Brother Bowman's last time on the show. This is first of many other times to come on the show. We'll be bringing you guys good things about the genealogy and all that right there. Things that's going to enlighten and help the people. That's what I bring to you guys. I'm your brother Chief
That's
Max. I
right.
bring to you nothing but the truth. And that's your true identity, history, heritage, and culture, my dear brothers and sisters. And I'm not just about black and white. I'm about all people who are righteous. All people, if you emitted a frequency that's matching up with our frequency, we locked in together. Okay? So you guys take care. I know the comments here, they're moving pretty fast. You guys are welcome to come back in and show your love, how you appreciate me. Dr. Kia, I love you, sister. We made it, man. You believed in me. Maria Nicole, I want to say I love you. My brother Perez, Anthony, brother Larry Bolden, brother Jeffries, Maxine. Just all the people who have got trust for me and still Ariana, all the people that have got trust for me and believe in me. Our sister Cheryl, if you're on here, she just got her trust for me today. I had to twist her arm and hack her with her, and she called me up today and said, "Brother, I'm ready to move forward." So she sent me the money. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the foreign currency for her and have it mailed to her because she don't want to do it. So I'm doing it. I am happy. I'm ecstatic, and I am helping the masses out right now. I love it. I love it. My life is fulfilling, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud to say that I'm a righteous man, and I'm helping the people all over the whole world. That no weapon formed against it didn't even prosper, man. And you can keep on trying. All you're gonna do is increase me, increase me. That's what's happening. So you guys take care, brother Bowman. We'll talk. I'm gonna get my workout out. It's a beautiful day here at the ATL, and you guys already know where I am. Look at that right there. Look at that right there, guys.
Yeah.
All by myself.
That's nice.
All by myself. So that's why I'm gonna get me a workout out, guys, and I'll see you guys real soon. Real soon, we'll be able to go to the bank and walk out as the new one percenters, man. I'm excited about that. Whoop whoop to that right there. So y'all
Ashe.
come back in and come back in with
Definitely.
me and let you know that how you appreciate the story of Brother Bowman, how you appreciate me, and let these wicked people know that I am loved because I love you guys first, man. So y'all take care. Have a great night. Get out there and it's nice out here and just look to the stars and talk to the ancestors, man, and show gratitude. Gratitude is a win in the hand. Okay? Come back in the
Thank you.
comment, guys.
Thank you.
In the
Thank you for
comment.
having me.
Robert Bowman, you take care. You guys take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one, everybody. Wado.